Hey guys, this is JP's LEGO Reviews. Today, I'm going to go through my LEGO Star Wars Christmas guide for 2023, going through the budget, medium-sized, large-sized, and gigantic LEGO sets that you should consider purchasing this holiday season in 2023. So, let's break it down. The first LEGO set that you should consider is the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Coming in at 35 Australian dollars or 20 US dollars, you get in this battle pack, what do you buy it for? You buy it for the minifigures, and here the minifigures are on point. There are three 332nd Clone Troopers, which look awesome. They're detailed, and most importantly, they're free minifigures that you can buy at scale. You can have 100 of them, and it makes sense because you're building an army. You also get Clone Captain Vaughn, and what I like about this battle pack is LEGO's constructed it in such a way where it allows you to either maybe buy one or many of these battle packs, because you get a desirable minifigure that a lot of people would want, being Captain Vaughn, but you also get the other 332nd Clone Troopers as well included. And for the other use for the mini, you get 3 out of 4 minifigures that can easily be in an army over and over again, and only Captain Vaughn will be the odd one out here. And what's so great about this is that you can actually create a large army with basically most of the minifigures that you want and almost none that you don't need. And it's a good compromise between these two sorts of things, and the value's okay at the prices that I've explained them at. But the next set you should consider is the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, coming in at 50 Australian dollars or 30 US dollars. What does this LEGO set include? Well, there are two main things making a LEGO Star Wars set successful: minifigure selection and the build quality. Now, in this set, both of them are on point. The minifigure selection is great because you get, still to this day, an exclusive Kaminoan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and an astromech droid. Meanwhile, the build here, it's a fun set to build, it looks good on display, and it's a playable set. And those are the things that you really want in a set of this scale and this price point. You want good minifigures, good build. And this is exactly what you get with this set. Now, in the medium-sized category, the first set I would recommend is the Super Star Destroyer. Now, this is like a UCS Star Destroyer, but it's far smaller. Coming in at 100 Australian dollars or 70 US dollars, it measures around about maybe 3 feet or so, not 3 feet, maybe 30 centimeters or so in length, and around maybe 1 foot in length if you're in the US. Now, what do I like about this set though? Well, it's a displayable Super Star Destroyer. It looks great, it has all the detail you could actually want at this price point, and it does look great on display. You get 2 miniature Imperial Star Destroyers, you get a Super Star Destroyer with quite a lot of detail, you get a stand saying it's an Executor Super Star Destroyer, and yeah, what you want for a set like this is a great displayable set, and this is exactly that. And also, because of the nature of a Super Star Destroyer, you would even need to price it at this sort of range, or maybe 500 plus Australian or even US dollars to get it to a decent quality for a massive UCS set. And if you're not interested in such a displayable set, the next set I would recommend is the TIE Bomber, coming in again at 100 Australian dollars or 65 US dollars. Now, this set needs to basically satisfy two requirements. It's like the Obi-Wan set earlier: good minifigures, good build, and this has both. The minifigure selection here is a bit more on the generic side, but it comes with all the minifigures you need: Darth Vader, a TIE Bomber pilot, a Gonk droid, and a random admiral. You also get a great build with a TIE Bomber, which is why I actually purchased this set. It looks fantastic to display. It's a really good looking set to actually have on display. It's very playable, it's very swooshable. All the attack features such as the tile shooter, they're easy to access, it's light, it's balanced, it's very well, it's made to be played. Also, the building experience is quite good in this set too, because even though you're not paying too much money for the set, and the set itself isn't that large, you still get quite a rounded experience when it comes to building the set. And finally, at the value that we have said, it's actually a decently valued set, especially considering the fact that oftentimes you can find this set for 20% off or more, making it not just a good, but a great value for money. Now, the next Lego set I would recommend is the Captain Rex helmet, coming in at 100 Australian dollars or 70 US dollars. Now, what does this Lego set include to make it so good? Well, it's the helmet. It's Captain Rex. Now, the Captain Rex helmet at this price point looks accurate, and it's the most accurate sort of normal helmet set that is on sale right now. Secondly, it's a Clone Wars displayable set, which has been, or prequels era set, which Lego have been paying more attention to in recent years, but it was quite a neglected side of Lego, which is nice to see that there's more sets coming out in this specific genre of Star Wars. But the main great thing about this Captain Rex set is it looks good, and it's a great set to build, and the value's okay here. And the reason why is because it's larger. It has 854 pieces, and this is quite a bulky helmet. Now, if Lego charged the same price and it was a skinnier helmet, I wouldn't say it's worth the price. But here, because of how big the helmet would actually be and how many pieces go into it, it is worth the money. Also, with this set as well, you can actually get it on discount, at least in my market as well, making it a better value for money. But the next Lego set that you should consider is the Luke Skywalker helmet, coming in at 100 Australian dollars or 60 US dollars. Now, this is a different helmet building experience. You get to see the inside of a helmet, which I personally find fascinating. You get to see all the interior detail of the helmet. You get the visor. You get just the outside details that you would see, but you also get like where the ears go or where the back of the head of Luke Skywalker would be. But what I do appreciate about this set is Luke Skywalker's face isn't in it, and there's quite a lot of movable parts in this set, making it fun to play around with as well. Now, it offers a different building experience simply because it's a different style of helmet, being an open face one instead of a closed face. And the value is somewhat okay in the US, but in Australia, I know that you can get this set at a lower price, and if you can get this set at a discount, I would recommend it, even though it still is an awesome set for this holiday season. But now, let's move on to the large Lego sets. Now, the first large set I would recommend is the Razor Crest. This is the quintessential Lego set you need to buy if you're a fan of a Mandalorian, and here's why. The minifigures and build summarize practically what's great about the Mandalorian. Firstly, let's start with the minifigures. You get all the essential minifigures you get. The child, now known as Grogu, you have the Mandalorian, you have Grief Karga, IG-11, and the Scout Trooper. Now, when it comes to also the build itself, you firstly get the build being very displayable. It's a very displayable build. You also have a great, apart from having a great minifigure selection and a great build, it also is a very durable set. You can actually hold the set from the edge of where it is, and it still will hold up well. Also, what I appreciate about this set is the fact that it's a great building experience and it looks awesome to display. And there's quite a lot of things that you can play around with on the inside of this set, which is fun as well. But if you're not a fan of this, then the next Lego set you should consider at this price point is the ATTE, coming in at 230 Australian dollars or 140 US dollars. Now, what's so great about this set? Well, the minifigure selection is epic, having 5 212 clone troopers, with one of them being Commander Cody and the rest of them being generic 212 clone troopers, 3 battle droids, and a great ATTE Walker build. Now, this build is an interesting build simply because it's not a normal ship build, it's a Walker, which is an interesting break from Lego's usual build style. It also just looks good on display, and also it's a decent value for money. But I would recommend in Australia at least, and in any other market where it, compared to the Razor Crest, the price has been increased, to try and get it on discount, because then this set becomes an awesome value for money, and it's a great looking set. But now, let's move on to the Coruscant Guard ship. Now, this may be a set you should consider if you already have the ATTE, or if you just don't like it, yet you're still into the prequels or Clone Wars. Now, what makes this set interesting? Well, for 250 Australian dollars or 140 US dollars, you get a very different looking Republic gunship. It's red, not white, with accents of red and green. It's the first LEGO gunship that's not in that color scheme, and it's a bold move, but I appreciate it. It's based off the Clone Wars, having 2 Coruscant Guards, Commander Fox, Padme Amidala, and Chancellor Palpatine, and these are all interesting, different minifigures. Now, the only thing I would actually say about this set is, in my market at least, I would try and get it on discount since it is a bit expensive, but this set has a great building experience, it looks awesome on display, and it just has a great color scheme. And it looks different on display, and if you're really wanting something that you can display that's different, this is it. And also, it's a great playset as well. There's interior detail, and it's quite swooshable. But now, let's go on to the gigantic section of LEGO, or the gigantic sets I would recommend rather. And the first set I'd recommend is the R2-D2, coming in at 370 Australian dollars or 240 US dollars. Now, what's so great about this R2-D2 set? Well, quite frankly, what's great about this R2-D2 set is the fact that you get a displayable large droid, being R2-D2. It's a fantastic building experience, it looks awesome on display, and it has a lot of hidden functionality that you didn't know of as well. You can display it at many different angles. You have basically every feature seen in the movies from R2-D2 present in this UCS set. You even get an R2-D2 minifigure and a plaque as well. And also, even though it may look small, because you may build it and think, this is actually quite small, it's a very heavy, dense set, which makes you feel like you've still gotten your money's worth because of the fact that there's a lot of bricks. Now, if you can get it on some sort of deal, I would recommend it, but you don't have to, and it's still a decent value for money at the price that it is. And the final, really gigantic set I recommend in 2023, this holiday season, for LEGO Star Wars, is the Republic gunship, coming in at 600 Australian dollars or 400 US dollars. Now, what's so great about this set? Personally, all of it's great. The minifigure selection is kind of boring, but it's also in a good way because you still get Mace Windu and a Clone Trooper, but unlike the UCS Vendor, you're not getting a really wanted exclusive minifigure where it actually feels more like a bad move for LEGO to include it than anything else. Also, it's an awesome build. The building experience is really large. The box itself is quite heavy, but when you actually start building it, you'll realise how large this set actually is. I don't know how big it exactly is in US units, but in Australia and actually in any country that uses metric system, it's roughly 75 centimetres wide with the wingspan and maybe another 70 centimetres long. It comes with a really it's not the world's best built stand, but it's a really interestingly shaped stand, and you get to see the gunship on full display, and it's just majestic. It's a very good looking LEGO UCS set. There's a lot of fun building techniques that you get to do too, and overall, it's just a perfect UCS set. Good minifigures, awesome build, awesome display set, at a decent value. Actually, it's not a terrible value for money, which is definitely something for LEGO in 2023. And that is it. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content just like this, please subscribe. If you enjoy the video, please smash the like button. And if you want to let me know down below what your favourite LEGO set that you're going to buy this holiday season for LEGO Star Wars in 2023 is, then let me know down below. I hope you guys have a great day and keep building.